Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Kingdom, chapters 791 and 792. Going to be a double. So yeah, one site that I use, I'm finally gaining access again because of some virus stuff, so yeah. They may not be the best translations, but we'll see. Anyway, so Shibuso has riled up his forces because it's like, do it for Seika! He is a master manipulator. These people literally just are on his every bated breath, it seems like. But he's probably earned their trust, so. So yeah, we've got like Kansaru came in. You've got what's his name? Crap. I forgot. It was a weird name. He was fighting, he's missing an eye. And then you've got like the two members on Osen's side. So you've got Osen's side trying to protect him, and the other side trying to make an opening to kill Osen. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, so now we got a frenzy going on. We got So'o there. We got Akko. My lord. Giaga has passed away, sir. Okay, so Kansaru is passing the word. Someone else's war. I see. I'm sorry, Kansaru. Why are you apologizing, though, my lord? Because was I who accepted Riboku? No, sir. It was Seika's decision to come here. So back to the meeting, it looks like, that we saw last chapter. Let me say this first, that if you were hoping Seika to be more than a temporary place to find shelter to avoid rainy weather, then you'll be disappointed. Huh? But our talk was... Please, do not take this too harshly. In a land with almost nothing at all, Seika managed to reach its current state of being self-sufficient through every member's hard work. We also do wish to help you, but at the same time we cannot dare to take a risk that would destroy everything we have. I do understand the journey Seika has taken so far. It's a miracle in this wartime how a mere town made of refugees, and nomads who would barely make a living went through growth towards something comparable to a sovereign state. Okay, that's really something. Like, we've always heard that it's a very prominent, like, castle and everything, but we've never understood why. And now that makes more sense to its prestige. When Seika defeated Ordo's army from Yan only with their own army half a year ago, I was surprised at maturity of Seika showed. And at the same time, it came to my mind that Seika is now probably at a crossroads to decide what Seika's road will be. Shibuso, don't you think that it's also fate that brought me here? So you could be given a push towards making such a decision. Riboku, I'm neither a king nor a dictator. So if you want to hear what path Seika is going to take, then hear it from people of Seika themselves. Okay, so he's on like a vantage point for all the people to hear. You mean that Riboku of the Three Great Heavens? Huh? Really? It's Riboku-sama. I heard rumors of him dying at a battlefield after defeat by a rebellion at a royal palace. He's alive after all. But why is he here in this Seika of all place? Riboku-sama. In the past, I have made grave failures of losing Gyo through my defeat against Ken at Shukai Plains, and now I am being chased by Kantan's army after losing in conflicts for succession to the throne. What a pity. There's no one else in the country who works as hard as you for this country. There's no one even at this north that would talk ill of you. Here's many people from northern area as well, so let's live here together. Let's take Riboku-sama as part of the people of Seika. And here, Shibuso-sama strongly protects us from outside conflicts. Seika is really the utopia itself. Riboku-sama, please be with us. Riboku-sama. Let's take Riboku-sama as people of Seika. We'll welcome you. It truly makes me happy to hear your words, even though I have fallen enough to be called an enemy of the state. But the reason I came to Seika after losing both power and status is not to become a people of Seika. Instead, it is to borrow strength of Seika, so I can return to Kanton's government and have Seika as a proper force to rely on in the incoming Great War against Kin that will eventually come near the future. Huh? What? But that's Ripoku-sama. Yeah, that scared the shit out of him. The heck is he talking about? Stop this nonsense. Does he have any idea how we feel about this, Seika? After getting away from war, after going through countless absurdities. Seika finally became a land to settle, and he... Stop bullshitting us! Why do we have to join someone else's war? He's trying to drag us into his own sake. For his own sake, don't give us that nonsense. I'm disappointed in you, Riboku-sama. Get out of here. Get out from Seika right now. No, cut his head off and give it to Kanton. He wants us to make us a pawn of his war and return to Chancellor. How slimy he is. He only thinks about himself. No, Riboku-sama is not such a person. He also acts for the sake of Zhao and for its people, and for that he works harder than anyone and gets antagonized more than anyone. Yeah, they're not going to believe that guy. Even though neither power nor government are something he likes in the first place. If Riboku-sama was acting for only himself, then he'll be back at Ganmon with us already and live in peace. Cut your nonsense, he's doing it for the sake of people. Then we are not people in his eyes. Does he not care about lives of Seika, huh? If we leave things as it is, then without a doubt, the blade of Kin will eventually reach both Ganmon and here, Seika. Other government officials and I are fighting until this time, so things do not go that way. Ganmon, Seika, those are not the only places. We fought against Kin to prevent Kin's atrocities, so that countless people from cities near war zones do not get killed over and over from Kin's invasions. If I do not command the army, then many of the people of Zhao will be sacrificed, and that is why I have to return. The difficulties you went through to build this Seika, the land of peace, would be far beyond what I could imagine. So I do know well that it is a most horrendous thing to ask you a favor from people like you, to lend your strength for conflict at an outside. At outside, good lord, the grammar. If you wish to call it someone else's war, even though Seika is also on Kin's road towards their invasion, then that's fine. However, those happy moments flowing through Seika right now are being enjoyed at the expense of other screams and agony. Is that acceptable to heart of Seika? Are you going to continue choosing this life of not caring about what happens to others as long as you are safe? I mean, he's not wrong, but that's Riboku-sama. Path of Seika. That's what he's trying to say, huh? Yes, correct. Period of solely focusing on country building by ourselves without looking at outside has passed. If Seika is to enjoy a period of happiness in this wartime period, then we'll have to show it. Show them what spirit of Seika is like, and show what path of Seika is about. Showing them what path to take would also be the role of ruler, I'd say. But we are Riboku-sama. Without a doubt, Seika's blood will be shed upon once you enter this war, and you will be facing tragedies of losing your men, and Seika will be drowned with tears from pain suffered by those families left behind. But such tragedies are still happening outside right now. Turning your gaze away because it's someone else's problem, even though you have the power to stop it from happening, is fairly a blind judgment, isn't it? If that is what Seika is going to call spirit of Seika, then all Seika has to do is not be involved in anything, not be respected by anyone. and eventually collapse and disappear silently in vain while at peace. Huh. She was so not happy about that. It looked like in his eyes, and everyone's clenching their fists. We are, however. If you decide to open your door and go into battle, that would stop all these tragedies and be ready to wager your life on it. If you really get to do that, then the spirit of Seika will be engraved in all of China as something brighter and more precious than anything else in this world. No, yourselves will be engraved into its very center of it. That is what your child and your future generations will inherit. And that is what you're going to achieve with your very own hands. That is what pride of Seika will be. So they're all like, yeah, Riboku-sama, let's fight together, Seika. If you decide to lend your strength to me, then I will win against Ken over and over until they give up their dream of invading Zhao. Let us take victory together. And they're like, whoa! Alright. So now on to the next chapter. Okay, so Riboku kind of had it was a little bit of a whiplash. First he was very much in their praises. Then, when he said his piece, they were like, no, we don't want to do that. Now they're with him. So, let's see where things go from here. My decision that day to accept Riboku led to this current situation. So now we're in the present, which includes death of Karyu last year. Corpses of Seika's soldiers being piled up on top of another. And death of Jiaga as well. Having Riboku tactically using Seika's army as his lethal force, which would cause substantial sacrifice to be made from our end, was something you already knew the moment we entered this war, my lord. But perhaps those who fell would be regretting instead and lamenting how this was not supposed to happen. That's what everyone who died on a battlefield would have said. In my eyes, however, Jiaga would not have any regrets. Kansara, this cup of wolf blood. Again? Shibuso-sama, in order to convert their sacrifices into something with a noble cause, there is one thing we can do, and that's right. If it's Shibuso, get him. What we can do is cutting Osen's head off and returning to Seika with everybody. So, my God, they're just he cleaved through their forces. Let's go, Seika army. We shall put an end to this war. Oh! Osen-sama, please run away to safety. Protect Osen-sama. Please escape, Osen-sama. Okay, so what is this, a messenger? I got an urgent report. A commander of Seika, Jiaga-sama, has fallen. It looks like General Jiaga has fallen. What? That General Jiaga of all people? So Riboku's getting that message. Urgent report, urgent report. General Kansara also joined the front line of the battle where armies of Osen and Shibuso are located. And General Kansaro and Shibuso managed to reach enemy Commander Osen together. Wait. They actually reached him, or are they just talking about in the general vicinity? Those two reached Osen, huh? So then, Riboku-sama, yes. At last, the winner will be decided, and it will be by Seika's strength. Oh, stop them! Push them over! They are units under Shibuso's. Follow them. Go around and get in. Don't lose Osen. Escort Osen-sama to safety. Damn it, there are enemies even to our rear. We're getting surrounded. Fill in the gaps. Osen-sama, please escape. Osen-sama. Anyhow, create a wall in front of Osen-sama. Get Kansaro. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Shibuso. Osen-sama, please get to the rear at least. What's wrong, sir? He's just frickin' stone-faced as hell. Osen-sama, or Soho-sama. Things are already You're right. No matter how I look at it, it looks like it's our defeat. Oh, his soldiers are starting to lose heart now. If Kanzaro is here, then Shiryu is already. So, least we can do here. Shiryu, I'm sorry that I left you behind there. Is making sure Osen-sama escapes to safety somehow. I'm sorry to ask you this, but would you follow me to the end? With pleasure. So his men will follow him to the gates of hell. Ako-sama, or Ako, take Roboku, God, too many names. Osen-sama with you and make a run for it. So's army will take over. We'll hold Shibuso until everyone uses up all their strength. So escape with Osen-sama somehow in the meantime. Ako, you are still needed to Osen-sama, so go. Oh. So-sama? So soldiers. What? Ako? No, you should be the one to go with Osen-sama instead, so... Aku army will take this place. Is that clear? As you command. So I guess he figures he's already half dead. So... he's definitely in a lot worse shape, so it's better to have a fresh person, like, dealing with the protection of the main target. Ako, don't be so full of yourself. You're more needed than me to Osen-sama. I know that fully well, but I don't have much time left. Huh? Before I came here, Gakusho slashed my back, and I can no longer feel my legs. My horse is letting me ride it right now. I don't think I'll be able to walk anymore. And on top of it, my heartbeat is also slowing down. Yeah, I knew he was like half dead. Ako. So he's paralyzed essentially, and he is steadily dying, probably from the blood loss. I entrust Osen-sama to you, so he is someone who shouldn't be left dying in a place like this. Oh, kill him! Okay, Ako, General Ako, my lord, please hurry. Take Osen-sama with you right now, so he's your responsibility now. Osen-sama, please escape with us. To the rear. Us, so soldiers, will open the way, so... Osen-sama, Osen-sama. Osen-sama, what's wrong? He's not moving. Don't let sacrifices made by Ako and the others be in vain. If you die here, and we'll be lost completely, and nothing will be left. Let's go. So you're like literally forcing your boss at this point. What a moron, as if we'd let you go. Surround them. Ako's still fighting valiantly. He stares down Shibuso. Listen carefully, Zhao Army. This is not Osen-sama's defeat to Roboku. It is due to strength of hidden card called Seika. In other words, the responsibility is of its officers who could not match Seika's martial might. Mark my words, one day Osen-sama will rise from the ashes once again. When that time comes, then without a doubt, the whole of China will tremble in fear at Osen-sama's greatness. Ako. Osen-sama is a great general. Shut up! Who's unlike any others? And is someone who will one day build a nation. This moron's trying to imitate our Shibuso-sama? Don't you dare put him to the same level as those like Seika. Osen-sama is someone who can create an ideal nation, which no one in this period of wars would have done so far, and he possesses capabilities to accomplish them without a doubt. Oh Lord. Ako's about to die. I wish to be with him until the moment of building such a nation is supported, but Ako-sama, mark my words, Roboku. Without a doubt. The one who will be victorious in the end will be Osen-sama. Shibuso! Aku, the first general of Osen army, has died at the battle. Yeah, he kind of got cut in half at the torso. So yeah, he kind of dead. Oh, apparently there's going to be a break next week. All right. So yeah, guess it's good I got those out of the way then. Overall, pretty solid chapters. You know, the whole discussion of Seika joining the Zhao conflict and war of Raboku. Pretty convincing, good chapter. Like I already mentioned, it was rather like wavering and like a bit of a roller coaster because it was like so like jerked to one side of like, oh, we love you, Raboku. It was like, screw you, we don't want that. That's not our war. To yeah, it's gonna kind of end up on our doorstep anyway. So yeah, Raboku's the man. Right, Shiba-sama? So yeah, now we've lost Akko. Like, there was a lot of just trying to push towards getting to Osen. And now Akko took the front, and Shibuso has ended him. So, So-O is now, as far as I know, because I think Den Remy might be dead, or he's probably also going to die somewhere, is likely to. I can't remember his status at the moment. He's either in another battlefield or he's already dead. I can't remember. Um, so yeah, like basically it's just So-O at this point that's left of the retainers and first general or the generals of Osen. So he's probably going to have to replenish his forces after all of this. So yeah, wonder if Osen, or not Osen, but Ohan will kind of fill in some of that. Would be interesting. I mean, he's a general in his own right now, so him joining his father's side and becoming like a new general would, like a general lieutenant kind of deal, would be kind of cool. I don't think it'll happen, but it's a possibility. Um, they have a bit of a troubled past, you know, not realizing if Osen is really the father or not. So I don't know if he would accept him in that way because it's like such a entrusted spot, you know, because like you have to give your whole heart and soul to Osen, and I don't think Ohan has that in him. Um, so yeah, it would be a very long shot, but that would be someone I would think would fill a role for Osen's like future plans of nation building. But we'll see. So yeah, Akko has passed. The Iron Ogre has fallen. His iron blood now flows across the battlefield. Um, so yeah, we'll see where things go. The escape looks like it's cut off, so Osen's definitely going to have to get fighting to get out of there. Because Shibuso just took out one of his stronger men. I mean, he was in really bad condition, so I guess can't really say strongest anymore. But yeah. But yeah, that's, I think, all of it that I have to say. We'll see where things go from here. Anyway, let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Record of Ragnarok and My Hero are already up. This is probably coming out either really late or really early on another day. I'm not sure. But yeah. Links down below for all my social medias. Keep up with all that good stuff. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keishlings. Akko!